That's definitely the one. And of course, what we don't want to see is a G mirror, because like I would close the stream if I see a G mirror in this match. Like these guys have multiple characters. I don't want to see this happening. But that's it. Mr. Crimson on the left against Shakz on the right. The flags are reversed, so let me fix that. And we're in there for the first game. This is of course a first to 7. So we got time in this set, and that's gonna start with Zeku against Dhalsim, and Shakz immediately putting the pressure with his young Zeku.
Those corners, things are switched right here. Stuck in the corner. Yeah, can't anti-air that. There we go. Fat jumping, big damage right here. Think about Zeku. He gains a lot of, not only damage, but a lot of stun. All that builds up very quickly from his character.
Yeah, definitely. And Shakz definitely has been rinsing Zeku for quite a while now. I've seen him winning a couple of like online tournaments with Zeku. He's definitely been taking the character seriously. And I mean, why not? Look at this. Being able to use this V-trigger in normal conditions without being a hipster is an amazing buff. Because now Zeku is ridiculous with this now.
I mean, being able to play him young also in that form and have an anti-air, like, just makes the character even stronger. And this character already is ridiculously strong, has a lot of great even matchups, and some that he wins. Not many that he loses, to be honest. And, you know, he definitely put that work. And if you're fighting him, you have to worry about 2-in-1. It's a 2-in-1 deal. Yeah.
So I love it. I mean, you know, what we see a lot of Zekus around, of course. I mean, Shakz now. You guys know the Angry Birds, the Infectious, and everyone has a different style. Oh, okay. Guess the conversion, and now delay that to kill with the stun while building bar maximum flex on Crimson's side to get the round and keep it close for the first game.
Damn, what awareness! Like, build the bar. After you see the CA hit, just building some bar with it too. Like, again, very countless player right here. Shakz undeterred though, going in with the young Zeku. The walk speed, yo, people talk about this character not having great anti-air things like that, but it's not, doesn't really matter too much when you don't have to worry about like doing super slow. You just walk underneath. Shakz using the V reversal, the back throw, wake up with the slide though. On the other side, I like that. Make this man cook, get the position, take that, no big deal. Because the Great Life has made this man hurt.
Yeah, it's a good V reversal, and he's gonna get the kill. No! I thought he would go for a conversion into super, did not, but gets the kill! Regardless, Shakz getting the first game, clutch first game as well on his side, but Crimson immediately putting the pressure to start the game. We are gonna have a sick first to 7 on this one, man. It's gonna look sick, because just looking at the first game, I'm looking forward to more games. Let's go.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to if they're going to counterpick each other. I'm looking forward to, you know, how is he going to calm down the Zeku, or if it's just going to be, you know, Shakz rolling all over him. Because, you know, the way that Shakz is playing is just like this constant oppressive pace, and that's what you really have to do with this character. You find the moment to go in against him, and you don't let him go. Don't let him teleport out. You stay on top of him. You make him waste his resources. Man, can't be doing full screen overheads though. Just comes down in the corner. Using that spacing game, but yeah, one good jump and one good conversion, one good like moment to get in could take so much health.
Yeah, definitely could take a hell of a lot. Crimson now in control, but the crash counter into the conversion. Shakz looking good, but Crimson activates this time, keeps him in the flames. It's lit, it's party time, and more Grey Life.
Here we go, the EX though, on the other side, gets a throw, that's done. Because the Grey Life build up a little bit more. There we go, Mr. Crimson looking solid right now. But you can see the difference of how both players have to play. Then Mr. Crimson kind of has to peck away and then find the moment, the right moment to take a big amount of damage. Because, you know, Sim finds his mix-up moment. Yo, Shakz just goes in. You see the EX right there? See that damage? The overhead, the dash up. Great tech, but you know, a little bit more. Leading stuff on. No vegan.
Yeah, I decided to just go for the V reversals. Shakz doesn't really care about V-trigger. It's only 2 bars anyway, will probably get one. But the throw. Crimson keeping the pressure on another one to get him away, and the stand fierce conversion into the corner pressure keeps it into a pressure situation, and a great jump back, but it's time for Crimson to get a plus. And look at this, Shakz denies every single instance of plus frames with a V reversal to get some space. It's exactly what he wants, and right now he just needs that one hit before he's decked.
Oh, he had it. He's a little bit stronger though. Yo, light, just checking him. Throw it a button. I wish you would. He jumps out of the corner. Shakz is, you know, playing super mobile right now. The slide, yo, the Diago, I see you. V reversal though. Shakz bleeding a little bit more than he might want to, because he got confirmed into the super crazy. Thank God, Agni right there.
He's in! He's in clutch comeback. That was a magic pixel situation pretty much on Crimson's side, and he managed to bring it back. That's gonna be 1-1 between these two. That first to 7 is gonna be long and exciting. 1-1 for now. Never forget that these players have multiple characters. Crimson has Dhalsim, G, and Karin. Shakz has every character released in Street Fighter 5 to date. So
the random select, he just whoever he feels like today.
He can counter pick you with question mark.
One of the the cons of that is like if you switch character, you have to switch gears, right? Like you gotta like, okay, I'm losing with Zeku. If I go to this other character, maybe things are gonna be a little bit harder to like kind of activate myself. So that's something to also look out for Shakz if he decides to switch. He's looking good right now though. I mean, he's not bleeding too much. He still has a little bit of the trigger to work with. Gets it confirmed. There we go. EX low. I'm just gonna run him all the way to the corner. Gets a hit, the stun.
Okay. Clean round by Shakz, bring it back immediately. Fighting for control of this set. It's been a very slippery set on both sides, but right now Crimson with the buttons, keeping Shakz away, but Shakz taking his time, trying to whiff punish these buttons with the crouching medium. A pretty good button that Young Zeku has in this matchup as well, but it's getting one. And look at how good Shakz is at using the walk speed. He's just walking forwards anytime he can.
Because he knows that if he gets a few conversions here and there, he can make it a deficit and then some. And already to the corner, you go with the EX low. Gets a throw. He's one good conversion to do this. Or actually a back, but I think the overhead no-go. Mr. Crimson on the other side. Make this man cook. Mr. Crimson's usage of V-Trigger to make them cook has been really great in terms of like switching sides and things like that, making sure he gets the full amount of sear on Shakz. Both even up right now.
Nice.
The EX though. I don't need to react if I have something out there. I don't need to react to your EX dash if I got something in the way.
Yeah. All right, once again, really close. Both of them looking to get the lead, and the first opening goes for Shakz. Look at the stun. Look at the stun. Look at the stun that's being dealt off a double dash crouching medium. This is Young Zeku for you. Once again, uses the EX. Get this. He's gonna put that Dhalsim in a pretty much one touch to stun situation constantly, and that's it. That's what he wants. That round was hectic, but it works. Shakz getting game number 3. The 2-1 on Zeku's side.
Now, I feel like it's like this character, like he can live with those hectic situations, those scrambles. Those are fine for Zeku, to be honest, because he knows he'll make up that damage. One, wake up, medium punch, back rise, medium punch that you didn't meaty right. You're eating a ton of damage, a ton of stun, and you're already in the corner. Like Shakz understands situations and understands the pressure, because there's not much he can really do. He's got to make some good decisions. They got to be the right executive decisions, and he's making the wrong ones right now. He's losing money. He's got to make this up and more.
Good reversal again. And the conversion, counter conversion on this. Shakz in the driver's seat for a few seconds, but Crimson taking his time. Once again, it's gonna be the battle of keeping him away, but Shakz is so good at closing the distance. Still looking hard on Crimson's side. Look at the movement. He's just changing, firing options constantly and a bit too far for that stand fierce to connect to the follower. Crimson's so advantage.
Shakz is like so willing to just take those hits. Like he's willing to just get chipped away because he knows. Like again, like I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna run my game. And he's got the buttons to do it. Especially with back. Oh, you see that command grab? Oh, that was like command grab style damage right there with the back though. That character, when he slings you like a sack of potatoes, you feel it.
You feel it indeed. And Shakz with the lead. Shakz looking to get a two games leads against that Dhalsim. Varies again with the jump, but that's cleanly anti-aired by Crimson in control, taking his time, but oh no, too far for this to connect. Good idea, but the execution was not in there. Still Shakz with a challenge, and Crimson takes his distance.
Shakz has been threatening with those medium punch buttons and then rushing in. I like that decision to kind of just like figure out when you can go in. Oh man, and this is again we were just talking about, having those buttons and then having an anti-air option, especially when it side switches like that, super dangerous. Gets the EXP. We don't even care about nothing here.
Oh no,
Shakz playing like a madman right now.
Oh
Stun? No, not even that. You just done. Yo, Shakz.
That was sick. Shakz maximizes every single opportunity he gets. 3-1. That damage was mad. That damage was kinda mad. And Shakz looking good now, 3-1 in this set. This might be the moment where Crimson will start thinking, do I swap to another character or do I keep that Dhalsim? Because of course, first to 7 gives you enough time to experiment other characters, but it's gonna be locked with Dhalsim on Crimson's side.
He knows something, you know, maybe he's found something. Like, honestly, it's like you gotta deter Shakz from coming in. You gotta do a little bit more damage. And easier said than done, especially against a character like Zeku. You know, Shakz understands, if I go in, I'm getting the win. Already playing a little bit of V-bar from that, and the corner push too.
Nice.
Nice anti-air.
Yes, yep. But it's been the story of the game. It's like, he's just giving him the small one button to one button, and then eventually Shakz gets in and gives like 300 damage and 500 stun. That's exactly, look at this! This is what? This is exactly this! This is like what, 600 stun, 350 damage of one hit. Dhalsim needs like 3 openings to get that on Shakz. So Shakz's handling of the matchup so far has been exactly what you expect to have. Oh, will be too far. But another great punish on Crimson's side. That should be enough. Shakz is fully in control right now.
Shakz has his hands on the wheel, says, listen, we're taking a left here. And he is dominating the neutral against his character. And again, like as you said, like it's so hard to kind of make up that deficit with the damage. You know, for every 5 hits that Sim has to do, Zeku just does 2. And it's, you know, put a little bar on it, it's even worse. And Shakz will take these hits, you know, getting closer and closer to trigger too. He can start using things in V-reversal once you get about mid-range. But here we go, Mr. Fantastic, swinging out.
Yeah,
doing a good job.
Doing good for now, or trying to move forward, but that's not the right choice. And that was smart to bait this one into, that was not even a punish, but he's getting this. Crimson went for the light dive to make sure he was out of range from the V-trigger 2, and that was the bad answer on Shakz's side, but he opens the round with the whiff punish. Shakz is immediately back.
Slide ramen neutral, that V-trigger doesn't even care. Uh-oh, the low. Mr. Crimson making him block, making him do the V-reversal. Got away with it, but we're making this man cook in return. It's on the grill. It's the back though, yo, check him. We have the buttons have been starting to work out a little bit more when we're closer off to Zeku. Good stuff by Mr. Crimson to keep the pressure. He's got the bar to make the finish. He's got to find that last, confirm that last hit to do it. Shakz though working on that bar too. Oh no! Don't let it be like this. Don't let it be like this.
I don't know, man. He might be alive. He's alive. He's alive. Crimson, one more chance. One more chance trying to slide. Not gonna work. Activate as well. And now it's a one touch on both sides. One touchy on both sides. Crimson still has some bar to get a teleport in and out. And he bait this correctly. Shakz decided to just belly doll on that V-trigger to beat a teleport. But Crimson was one step ahead. What an ending of this game number 5. That's gonna be 3-2. On Shakz's side, and Crimson is mad clutch right now.
That was tense. Like, but you see how like far he had to go. He had to bait. He did the big brain stuff to bait out the V-trigger activation there, and you know punish it with a fireball. Well, not punish it, but make him land on the fireball. And Mr. Crimson, you know, he's got to do a lot of work, but maybe this might be a thing where he has to start figuring out how Shakz wants to play, start getting a little bit more damage. And start, you know, maybe playing a little bit less about like what Zeku does, but what you know Shakz wants to do. Shakz wants to take the risk to get hit. Like he's willing to just run into these buttons here and there because he knows I'm gonna get in eventually. I got to walk me. I have like 7 different ways of you know making you hurt. Mr. Crimson has to start playing against Shakz.
Yeah, oh, will be too far for that one to work. Back into Crimson's hands, and now again that V-trigger is gonna work this time. Gets into ults. Yeah, keeps the pressure on, keeps the pressure on. Crimson is not gonna press the button. Happy to take the throw right now. And the mix is gonna work! And who thought? Listen, who thought it was a good idea to like have this V-trigger 2 being cancelled from anything to extra damage? This makes Zeku like supreme in this game now.
He absolutely is. He's super strong. And again, we said having an anti-air 2, the V-trigger 2, like is super good. And then you see how much bar he got from that exchange too. Hard in the corner, try to back off the Gale though. Mr. Crimson trying to put, and then all the pressure is just evaporated from those V-reversals as well too. So when Mr. Crimson tries to start the game plan, it doesn't work out. There we go, gets the throw. The Mr. Fantastic. V-reversal just back and all, trying to keep the pressure on.
Good back throw.
Fireball.
No teleport yet. Crimson keeps it simple. Good blocks by Shakz and a challenge, but he's gonna get much on this. And Crimson with a movement. Of course, not gonna be able to kill. And this time, decided to not even do anything, trying to see if he would go for this one. But the classic, the snipe, landing. And Crimson getting yet another round, looking to make this one 3-3.
There we go, shooters on the route. Mr. Crimson just doing the work right here. Kind of just, I like how he kind of did, like he's making Shakz pay a little bit more, and then also applying some of the pressure. But here we go, Shakz gets a knockdown, the fall for the heavy kick. Too far to do anything. Oh, it's at the reversal. Finally understanding that foot. Yo, the Horizontal. They said that wasn't a good anti-air. They said you couldn't anti-air with that.
Oh, what? Yo, he tried to slide out, but somehow this landed. Right, nullifies with the gram, and now keeps him cooking. Ooh, okay. And it's gonna be a good situation for Crimson right now. And Crimson is not even trying to challenge, because of course it's an easy reaction to a drill there with the 2 buttons. Right now it's a one-touch pretty much on both sides. Crimson going away! Oh, what?! That went on the other side! No! This set is nuts!
He hit him with the Naruto. It was the opposite way around. He said, bro, I know anime. I know how this works. I'm behind you.
This set is nuts, man. This set is crazy. Alright, 3-3. Crimson completes the comeback and makes it a close set. Very shout out to Banjax, Thunder Killam, and El Flaco for the follow. Welcome, guys, to Wanted Episode 6. It is 3-3 between these two once again. Qualifying set. Remember that the winner of this set will be back next week to challenge the champion, who between Mr. Crimson and Shakz will be there to try and take the champion spot next week. For now, Crimson with an absolutely dominant start of a round. 15 seconds in, and he's already, what, 75% through? Let's go.
Good right here, but here's the back though. Having a little damage right there. The reversal put him back in the corner. The counter hit didn't work. This one will though. Is it enough for stun? Oh no, it is. The bond right after. With a little bit of bar. Got one more chance. Mr. Crimson stuck in the corner. With the sim, all got crossed up with it. The fade away.
I'm genuinely thinking, what the hell happened? Because Crimson absolutely like washed Shakz for the first 15 seconds and lost the round at the end.
It's just
much too fast.
I gotta say, everyone's giving a lot of grief to Shakz, but I like how he plays this game with the idea of like with the confidence that he can make it back, right? Even though he's at a deficit sometimes, he knows that there are moments where Zeku can really change things around, and this is one of them right here. The side switch, the meter build right there too. Oh, but the wake up buttons.
Happy to wait. Shakz, oh, this is baited this time, but of course Dhalsim doesn't get much from this range. Clean anti-air, Crimson did much more. Teleports away, no anti-air on this. That was a risk taken by Shakz, and Crimson is down, it's blocked, but didn't get more than this. Of course, he's not gonna take. He's not gonna. He's not gonna take that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, good one. Get away, and the snipe this time works. Didn't work once, tried the second time, and Crimson is back. Yo, this set is mad close.
How many medium punches were pressed? What a blessed button. Oh my god. Here's when he gets a counter hit and it's a micro walk. Shakz looking for that. You see him micro walking right after just to try to land that. With the throw, the reversal Shakz, not wanting any of this pressure, just deterring a lot of that, a lot of the setups, a lot of the continuous like things that's one thing like Sim can have. You know, he can put you in some pretty messed up, grimy situation once he gets a knockdown.
Reversal to Veer. Listen, once again, it's that deep. It's minus, but you're still getting on this. Listen, he's got one invincible reversal as a young person, and he's making it work. But still the life on Crimson side, activation station, one touch on Crimson side, teleports away. No big deal staying on the flames right now, it's one touch regardless. The teleport is gonna get chased. Shakz looking to get this, your hit is one touch, and the snipe is gonna save it. Mr. Crimson gets 3 games in a row to make it 4-3 in this set. What a set between these guys. Damn.
This is getting hot, man. Okay, people, I see a lot of y'all in the chat. This should be online right now. Tweet this out. Put this on MySpace, Twitter. I don't care. Text your parents, your mom, your dads. I don't care. Let the people know what's going on, because we're getting closer to the wire. We're watching Mr. Crimson work with this sim play. And I gotta give him credit. He's starting to understand this matchup. You saw that he knew that the Oki wasn't real after the Super challenge, and he's bringing the stuff back. Okay, back throw. Gets another one. Check the stun. Oh my god, you see the power of this character.
Alright, waiting. Oof. Still a huge lead, don't need much. Don't need much. Shakz just trying to bring it back as soon as possible, and that's gonna be the round on Shak's side. A very fast one, what, 25 seconds round on this. Shakz looking ridiculous.
That's the thing about Zeku is like he's got all these options that you have to worry about that put a lot on your mental stack. The EX run, then when you get hit with the back throw, like you're like, damn, where'd my life and my stun go?
Alright, Shakz. Got the foot in his face when he tried to move forward. Oh, I'm not sure what he's supposed to on this one. That jump in was cleanly landing on him and the slide to get away. And the yo, Shakz has been like, you are not teleporting backwards against me, not on my watch. But right now, Crimson with the anti-air, much more. Gets the opening, gets the shimmy as well. Crimson gets the round and looking to make it 4 games in a row.
I like the chase down idea from Shakz. You know, you gotta put that in your mental stack later on to think about that if you're Mr. Crimson. But it didn't work out too well with the fireball hit, not the physical part. Mr. Crimson looking a little bit more solid here. You know, before you look at him getting run down, especially when Shakz was willing to take those hits. But now Mr. Crimson's like, listen, I want to make you pay for a lot of this stuff. And now introducing a few more defensive things here and there.
The dive, but it's gonna evade that Veer Russell, and Crimson looking mighty fine right now. Into one more touch for him to finally get this, and I'm not sure. Shakz has been trying to smell these teleports coming. You're like, okay, I think he's coming, I'm gonna V-trigger you, but that's like the 3rd or 4th time that Crimson successfully baits them. 5-3 on the French side. Mr. Crimson is 2 games away from getting a chance to challenge the champion next week.
Man, that's the 2nd time that has happened, and yeah, we're going back to the character selection. Okay, okay. Are we changing characters?
Oh, what's happening?
What is he gonna rotate towards?
G.
And if you're
Cammy,
if you're Mr. Crimson, you're scared.
Of course, scared. Like what? G, Cammy, Laura. Man's gonna bust out Nash, you know. He's still got a Nash, you know. Like who the hell is Shakz gonna pick on this? I would kind of expect a Laura. I agree, T-Cloud. I think Laura sounds like a pick to try right now because it's kind of ideal to stop, you know, to just stop the comeback. But he's got Karin as well. I don't know like who he's been playing lately, but I don't know. Might as well hit like the question mark and let Street for the 5 decide for his destiny. But let's go. Who did Shakz pick on this? It's gonna be Cammy. Cammy against that Dhalsim. We, all of us expected Laura. Yeah, Afi and Verdoyance expected Cammy. So they were right to expect that Cammy coming. Only 2 games needed by Crimson to win, and Shakz is gonna completely change his approach now.
Let's see how this works out. I'd like to, maybe being able to keep the pressure a little bit more would be great, but you gotta understand how to play the character. You gotta get like back in the Cammy motion. When you play Zeku all day, you gotta understand, hey man, you gotta go with the lights, I got the dive kicks, my character's toolkit's way different. Mr. Crimson, however, has been warmed up with his character for the longest. He's strapped and ready to go.
Yeah, and this time, of course, that's a matchup that you've got to learn in Europe, because of course one of the kings of Europe, Hurricane, is one of the guys you will find. So you know everyone is trying to get good at this matchup, but Shakz hasn't used to main Cammy, I think for season 2, I believe that was like pretty much fully Cammy. But still one of the characters, very strong character in his arsenal, very strong starter by Mr. Crimson. Taking his time, don't need much more to get that killing hit. Oh, no anti-air on this. He committed to the slide, but the snipe is gonna be there, and Crimson still looking good.
There we go. Again, Trimmers on the move this time. Mr. Crimson, and you know, Shakz, you can see just moments where things aren't landing the way he wants them to land because he's trying to adjust back his character. There we go. Finally gets the counter conversion, gets the throw in the corner, the chiropractor. No bait right here. Gets the sledgehammer. Swinging, just swinging. No, he just needs one more conversion to do it.
Killing, and Shakz gets the round. Alright, much better round on this for Shakz. Mr. Crimson will need a bit more effort to move to a 6-3 situation. The opening trade is there. Shakz pressing every single button on his pads and corners himself.
Right here, plus range, reversal, yep. really low here with the dive kicks. Shakz starting to understand how this character works. Remember, I know how to play this character. I put some time into her. Only took him around, and it's working out great. And the back off right here too. That's some bar. Didn't work out. They got hit, but now he's going in.
I'm pretty sure that was probably like his power to get through the fireball, and that DP came out. But you know, happens to the best of us. Happens to Shakz himself. Jumps away. Mr. Crimson looking, but stops the time. He's not gonna be able to kill, but one touch and the shimmy. He's gonna get this one. Shakz confirms that this character change was the right one. 5-4 in his first 7 is gonna initiate the comeback. That Camille putting in work. Big shout outs to Grandmo. Merci la famille pour le sub. And to EX Shoryu. Your EX Shoryu followed us. I actually feel scared when someone named EX Shoryu follows my stream. Hold back to block, guys. Camille's in. Let's go.
Gotta find a way out of his plus frames. You gotta find the exit. You gotta stay solid. Easier said than done when his character's all over you. Good punish here. Gets a low.
Okay.
So, the catch though. Even though it's not a big one, you still get some damage on the board. That's so good. It all adds up. Especially with the character with low health like him. Stay meeting with it.
Alright. Shakz trying to keep the pressure on, but Dhalsim can pretty much, I mean, it's not much, right? But like, can easily whiff punish this V-skill to attempt, right? Like, it's just one hit. At least get something of it when Shakz tries to bait a bottom test. Ooh, the flame to stop her. What? And then here, Crimson was ahead of time. And that's gonna be another round. Crimson bringing it back, keeping the leads in this matchup.
Looked pretty difficult for Shakz there too. It's just to get the health back, to get that damage back. Yo, he just had to lock down. Slugging it out here, gets the EX on the other side, but the XDP, Shakz busting out with the neutral jump. I like that idea, just to kind of catch some of these slides. But Mr. Crimson going him to V-trigger activation, making him poke a little bit. EX for the pickup on the other side. You can hold these frames, my friend, and hold this throw.
Nice one, Mr. Crimson. Moving to a 6-4 scoreline right now. One more game for him to get the win and to come back next week on Wanted. Of course, Wanted, guys, every Wednesday, right? And next week he might be there to challenge the champions. Shakz now, this is the final moment. Do you keep Camille until the end? Or do you lock yourself with another character? You have to consider the fact that Crimson still has a G, but no! That's gonna be Camille all the way. Camille or death for Shakz. Opens up with a dive kick. That's gonna be anti-air.
With a whip punish. Just as you said before, the V-skill can't be thrown out, gets punished.
Oh,
bait it out, my friend. Reel it in. We're eating big today.
That was sick. That was sick. The movement was too good.
Absolutely perfect right there. Good. Yo, put it back in the corner.
I'm sorry, what?
It hit in such a weird way that I guess whatever way that the V-trigger hit pushed him back after the V-trigger or V-skill got done or V-reversal got done. Whatever. See, I'm all mixed up and confused.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I don't watch that much of Dhalsim Camille, right? But I don't think I've ever seen this exact interaction in the game before. Dhalsim, ridiculous, and Mr. Crimson offers himself 2 match points right now to come back next week to challenge the champion. Shakz struggling to match the pace that is set by Crimson on this. The defense has been really good, but Shakz now fully offensive, trying to put the pressure with a great challenge and the DP. Listen, you don't have time to waste right now, Shakz. Just get in.
Yep, just don't leave. There we go.
Right.
Last hit to make sure there's the least amount of scaling. First one just yet, just to keep the bar. Don't stay greedy though. We've seen Mr. Crimson before with the comebacks throughout his career. Even with a character like this, you know, where like one tap will do it. You know, slide activation. Bar on deck. Took a little bit. A lot of the great life on the side of Shakz right now. Mr. Crimson hunting for that moment. You gotta be careful taking those buttons.
What? What? Did he EX hooligan throw? Was that an EX hooligan? Start. No, I don't know exactly know what happened, but Shakz came out on top. That's all we know right now. What an anti-air. If that was on purpose. What an anti-air. What is happening in this set, man?
Yo, the scrambles. Yo, both of them playing at a wild pace. Yo, it's Mr. Crimson trying to keep up with that pace that Shakz set. Especially when he set with Zeku. Now he's trying to do that with Camille. It's like, I gotta go to 10. You're at a 5. I gotta go all the way to 10 to 11. With slide activation after the walk back, the fade away, the shimmy. No bite here, but he is cooking. He is burnt to a crisp. Shakz get away. The B reversal catches. Caught him with the crush. Stays in front of the chiropractor.
Take the
Take one more.
No reason to press buttons, and Shakz is going to get the opening on this and saves the match point. It is 6-5. We're getting more games. Shakz is trying to make it a 6-6 thriller on this set. Very clutch on Shakz's side. Crimson knows that now the more we go, the less margin for error he has. Absolutely need to validate his ticket right now, because the more you give momentum to Shakz, the stronger he becomes. Jeez!
This is getting wild right here. I'm loving these games, man. I'm telling you. Yo, Shakz out here with the multi-pick, you know, but being able to keep on the pressure. But Mr. Crimson on the other side with the sim pick, once he gets things going, they happen right for him. But we've seen some very good interactions. You gotta stay solid. It is Shakz that is putting Mr. Crimson solidly in the corner. The back off, trying to get the fancy stuff, didn't work. Yo, Mr. Crimson could get a good comeback here. Gets the Prince into the corner again with another throw.
Over here also. Okay. Remember that Crimson winning would mean he has to face another Kami next week, right? But a great start from him again. Oh, the teleport gets away. No punish, of course. And Tia into the drill. That cannot be confirmed. What the hell was this interaction? What the hell am I watching right now? You know what? Like, that was such a weird gale that I'm not even sure it was plus. Only one hit of the gale. Like, it was weird.
The interactions that we've seen all day have been so odd, and the position of both people have been so odd, and maybe it's because of all the scrambles that we've been seeing, you know, in return of them both trying to keep pace with each other, and it's been just a wild game back and forth. But you know, Mr. Crimson's still looking really good here. He's got it on the board, but you gotta take one more. Don't let Shakz get the chase down DP right there. B trigger flavor, but the anti-air. Check him out of the sky.
Alright, the block. Crimson waiting, he's not gonna take the risk, but activates now. All of the grey life is in there, and of course teleports away, so you cannot escape the flames. It's lit. Get in there, get cooked, and one more hit needed pretty much on Crimson's side if he can get a solid conversion. Shakz taking his time right now. The jump, and Crimson fakes him out. Crimson with a teleport. Don't need much more. V-Trigger activated. Shakz needs to save this one, and he does not. Mr. Crimson will get his 7th game and win this first to 7. 7-5. What a set it's been between these